Well, that might be something we have to keep our eyes on, but speaking of our eyes, the Death Triangle is already here in the ring, and Pac has a microphone here before the six-man tag action. Well, we've got a little bit of a homecoming here for Pac as he gets ready to compete alongside the Lucha Brothers against what I can only imagine is going to be Jason Jordan, Chad Gable, and Otis as three men from Team Angle. Mind you, two of these men had fought the Lucha Brothers before in tag action for the number one contenders to the tag champions, currently and still being held by the Shield. And mind you, it didn't end well for the Lucha Brothers, who beat Chad Gable and Jason Jordan to earn that tag team championship opportunity, but they would then come up short to the Shield in a tag team tables match. And well, we get a little recreation of that here tonight in six-man tag action. The only additions here are Otis and Pac. And well, it seems like both teams are ready to go, so let's get this six-man tag match on their way. Starting things off here in this six-man tag match, we've got Chad Gable and Rey Fenix, two men who honestly I would love to just see in a singles match at some point down the line, as we get this matchup going with a little bit of a grapple war, as I like to call it. We've got a very technical man here in Chad Gable, and well, Rey Fenix, he's not holding back either, and he's showing his technical prowess as Chad Gable takes him down with that leg sweep, or that leg takedown, I guess you could say. It has been a little back and forth already here so far, as Rey Fenix reverses that, I would say, like Tiger Powerbomb attempt, and he got a Hurricane Rana out of it. And well, we're getting a little bit back here into a test of strength as Rey Fenix offers both of his hands first. And is he actually overpowering Chad Gable right now? He does. Rey Fenix has Chad Gable in a headstand right now, as Chad Gable powers out of it, and he actually leg sweeps Rey Fenix to get him on his back, and Rey Fenix starts doing the same thing to avoid a pin attempt. Chad Gable looking to break the foundation, and Rey Fenix is not letting him have it as he rolls him through, jumps up and stomps him right in the chest and sternum area. Knowing my luck, I probably wouldn't be able to breathe after that, but Chad Gable not just makes it to his feet, but he manages to roll through and take Rey Fenix off his feet, as he's got him in like a reverse single leg Boston Crab. And I can't imagine that feels all that great, especially with all that extra leverage he had, but he switched it to an arm bar of some sort, as he's got that arm trapped. I can't imagine how Rey Fenix is getting out of that, as he manages to, with an arm drag, and both men coming face to face here in this tag match, as we come to a little bit of a stalemate. Rey Fenix trying to get him into his corner with an Irish whip. Chad Gable scoops him up and just slams him straight down. That honestly gave me classic wrestling vibes right there, with the way he took him down. And Chad Gable tags in Otis, and they work together with a power slam neckbreaker combo. At least that's the best I could get out of it. You can't really call it a suplex, but it does not get them the victory either way here, as Otis is staring down Penta, and we all know Penta has zero miedo, so he has absolutely no care for how Otis feels, and or if Otis wants him in the match. Speaking of it though, we're gonna get it, but first the Lucha Brothers are gonna give him a nice stiff combination of kicks, and he is down on the mat, but he doesn't honestly stay down too long. But Penta hitting that emo, as we got another zero miedo here in the arena from the crowd, following that hand gesture that Pentagon Jr. does, as we get both of these men here in the ring, and he pops that Zero Miro straight into Otis's face, and Otis pushes him out of his way, hits him with a discus back fist, and then he just took him straight down with a clothesline, and he's got him up looking for a suplex, but Penta reverses it into a backstabber. Otis still not off his feet though. He just ate that chop, looked back at Penta and gave him a chop of his own, and Penta, showing no fear, gives one back, and Otis feeds one back. We're getting a little bit of a back and forth here, but Otis just gave a stiff right, throws him into the corner, gives him a kick, and gives him a clothesline for his troubles. Oh, what's he looking for here? Otis hitting Penta with that bell toss. Halfway across the ring, Penta just went as Otis bounces off the ropes. What are we about to see here? As he hits Penta with a running shoulder tackle, turning Pentagon inside out, as Otis just basking in the crowd real quick. He drops an elbow on Penta as Jason Jordan comes flying in after that tag. And we've got a pin attempt here. Otis making sure no one can break it up. It doesn't matter though, as Pentagon Jr. keeps this one alive. And well, Jason Jordan, he's looking to show off his power here as he throws Penta into his corner for whatever reason with that belly-to-belly suplex, allowing Pac to get the tag here. And Pac has his own combination of kicks that he loves to give people, and we are currently seeing it as it just took Jason Jordan off his feet. Pac running off the ropes with that sliding kick to the chin, and he just flips up onto his feet and super kicks Jason Jordan. Both of these men are fairly fresh, hence how this action is going so fast paced. Pac, he went for that moonsault, landed on his feet as Jason Jordan rolled out of it and fed him that clothesline, and then we get that beautiful gut wrench suplex out of it. What else are we going to get here as Jason Jordan catches him in that belly-to-belly suplex position, bumps him off the turnbuckle padding, and then throws him into the middle of the ring. And he scoops him up yet again, drives him into that other corner, and then he hits him with a powerful spine buster. Oh, deadlift German suplex, and he holds it for the pin here. This is giving me some shades of Tekken here with some King-style grappling, as it doesn't get them the victory. Though Pac, he doesn't hesitate to get back to his feet, and he hits Jason Jordan with his own German suplex here, as Jason Jordan eats a big boot for his troubles, and we've got a Poison Rana. Poison Rana straight onto the head of Jason Jordan. I'd be a little concussed here after that if I had to eat that myself. And Otis looks like he's pissed. Chad Gable, in fact, had to come in the ring to stop him along with the referee. But double super kick to Pac. That was a huge mistake by the Lucha Brothers here, as Otis breaks free and with no hesitation goes straight after the Lucha Brothers, sending them flying to the outside here. As he's being reprimanded by the referee, I don't know if it's going to matter much, as Otis is listening to the crowd here, and he goes running after the Lucha Brothers here on the outside, not too far from where I'm sitting at ringside. And Otis, he went to go take him out over nearby that barricade and just took himself out with that diving crossbody to that barricade. Jason Jordan looks to make a hot tag, and he actually managed to. Pac was a little too late to stop it, as Jason, he tagged in Chad Gable, and Chad Gable came in with that running flip kick. And a super kick by Pac. He dodges that clothesline attempt for another German suplex. But Chad Gable, he's already to his feet. And he's got Pac up into his own German suplex. but it doesn't matter as Rey Fenix super kicks the hell out of Chad Gable, potentially taking his head off while also taking his tag partner to the outside. And finally nailing that double super kick. It seems the pace is kind of slowed down a little bit here, but I wouldn't anticipate on that too much, as Penta and Rey Fenix are still on their feet and Pac is making his way to his feet. And Penta's got some dangerous stuff in mind as he hits that Zero Miro taunt, and he goes for a suicide dive to the outside. And Pac and Rey Fenix are planning the next phase of this. Otis, he's trying to recover here. I'm honestly kind of shocked he's crawled as far as he has, but it doesn't matter as Chad Gable goes for a moonsault to the outside, taking his tag partner out. Sad reality is it doesn't matter as Pac and Rey Fenix are going for some double team action as they both go for simultaneous suicide dives to the outside. I can't believe what I'm witnessing with my own two eyes here as Kurt Angle seems to be getting a little irritated, and I would be too, as it almost feels like there are absolutely no rules here in this matchup, and Otis comes flying off the top rope. I can't believe what I've seen. Genuinely, for the second time I've had to say that as the referee, he's finally starting that 10 count. But will it matter as Pac was already on his feet anyways? We've got Kurt Angle checking on his protege here, Shelton Benjamin doing the same for Otis. But this is kind of what I was talking about here a second ago. Pac looking to take advantage of everyone being down as he hits the red arrow. Will we see Pac win it for the Death Triangle here tonight? He does not, as Chad Gable manages to kick out. Pac definitely has to be frustrated with that, because that would have won any other matchup, any other time, any other place, and somehow it does not manage to get him the W here tonight, as Kurt Angle and Jason Jordan are trying to talk about how they could possibly get back into this, as Otis is still down and out. But speaking of being down and out, Chad Gable was about to be hit with a running power bomb, but managed to roll it through, and he locks in the ankle lock. The master of that ankle lock is on the outside, that being Kurt Angle. And Chad Gable is executing this ankle lock to perfection. I know he's had this in his repertoire for quite a while, but Kurt Angle had to help him perfect it here. And Pac finally manages to roll through, but it doesn't matter as Gable rolls him through for a chaos theory, and he nails it. I don't think Pac was going to be able to get to that attempt in time, as his ankle had to be hurting there. As Chad Gable picked up the victory here for his team. And what a great match that was, as Chad Gable is celebrating here along with the rest of his team. If I were Pac and Phoenix, I'd be a little disappointed here. What's that? Santana and Ortiz. We've got some mighty bad action happening right now, as it seems like the Inner Circle have made their return, as Sammy Guevara is just laying shots into Pentagon here, as we've got multiple submissions, and of course Jericho's on the stage not getting involved. For those of you who don't know, we haven't seen the Inner Circle since Legends Night, the Battle Royal, as everyone in the ring hit their finisher. Golly, I don't know what to say. Well, I don't know how glad you may be at home knowing that the Inner Circle is back on your screens, but may I trouble you to say that we actually also have action going on backstage, as we've got the Shield attacking Punk Drew McIntyre and Nakamura, from what I'm gathering here. This is such a chaotic finish to this tag match, and we've still got a main event to go. So I've got to, say, we got to get this under control here, as the Shield is just taking these men out before the main event. Maybe that's so they can target Cody Rhodes all on his lonesome without any interference. But with that being said, we got to get into our main event.